Myths have accompanied dogs since their inception, but they are the breeds of dogs. Bigger and guardians, those who have taken the worst part of everything. In the case of that we will talk about in this video, they have been blamed for almost everything they have been told. Unstable and dangerous, but in this series we will try to reveal how true what is said about them. Welcome friends, today we are going to know the most common that exist around the Rottweiler. We will analyze with data the veracity of the information about one of the most popular breeds on the planet. Now let's get started. Number 1. He's a devil dog. In some areas of Latin America and Spain, especially in rural areas, there is the more than erroneous idea that the Rottweiler is a devilish dog. The reasons may be many, some coming from 2 centuries ago when there was a collective hysteria around witches and sorcery, although it also part thanks to popular culture. Of them, we find it in 1976, when the successful horror film La Prophecy. In it, a dog of this breed is the companion of the Antichrist. It goes without saying that this statement is completely false, the Rottweiler like no other. Another animal is diabolical, misinformation, ignorance, and stories full of magic and fear that abound in our continent have given it a bad name. And if this series keep going, it will be more common than you think to see that various large races and guardians have been wrongly accused of this. Number 2. He is aggressive by nature. What they affirm this, they assure that there are certain types of dogs that due to their breed are aggressive, beings without any reason, and that at any moment could even kill household members. It would be unstable animals, but how true can be this? The first thing is to clarify that if an attack occurs towards a person or another animal is definitely due to poor upbringing, lack of socialization, and going out daily that a dog of this breed requires, and that is the total responsibility of an owner that has not been previously reported. If we go to the evaluation of the American Temperament Society, which evaluates dog breeds, the test simulates a casual walk through the park or neighborhood where encounter everyday-like situations. During this walk, the dog experiences visual, auditory, and tactile stimuli. There are neutral, friendly, and threats, which jeopardizes the dog's ability to distinguish between non-threatening situations and those that require vigilance and protection reactions. Of more than 6,012 Rottweiler dogs tested, 5,093 passed all tests and only 919 had a problem barking or being unstable, resulting in a score of 84.7%, a very high number that realizes that it is not a dog aggressive by nature. Number 3. They are very stubborn and do not listen. For some, the Rottweiler is a very stubborn dog that hardly learns new commands and that generally does not pay attention, being a real headache for who has it, but this is not true. We are talking about the 9th most dog intelligent according to Stanley Coren's obedience-based ranking, so it is absurd to maintain this myth. Of course, if the person does not begin a process of socialization, the dog, whatever the breed, will understand that doing the needs in anywhere or perform actions that we do not like is allowed. The first thing we have to know is that, being in this place, you will only need 5 orders to learn a new order. That is, in less than 10 minutes possibly understand how to sit. They also have the ability to remember without the need for many repetitions. To that we have to add that they can respond to the first order that their owner asks for 95% of the time, and thanks to their intelligence, they can learn even by yourself. What you need is desire, because the results they will start to show up quickly. Number 4. They are dangerous for children. It is believed that when there are children in the house, a dog would not be the best option. Also, one of the reasons for dropouts occurs when there is a pregnancy of medium and close people urge parents to abandon the dog because it can bite him, citing some stories taken out of context. It is best to find out about the subject. No socialized, wanted and loved dog will represent a danger to the little ones. In the case of the Rottweiler, it is a very protective and affectionate dog with children, a fun companion in every sense of the word who enjoys your company and that will also accompany him in the mischief of day-to-day. They are dogs that always they will be waiting for something to happen to notify their owners. What is it is advisable to pay attention to babies, as the dog could push them or move very fast and scare the little one, or give adults the feeling that something bad wants to do when it is not so. In general, this is an ideal dog for family with children. If you are liking this video, it would be very helpful if you give us a like to that YouTube, recommend it to more people. Only with this you will be helping us a lot, and we will be very grateful. And if you are interested in everything we upload and information about pets and the animal world, you can subscribe and activate the notification bell. We upload videos in the week. Number 5. They do not recognize their owners. There is a false belief that a dog can attack its owner by not recognizing it. This idea has been borne by some attacks that have occurred, but that always carry the same boss. The dog is tied up somewhere in the house, has never been socialized, it has never had a dignified life, and has only served as a weapon of protection. It's possible that the dog does not see its owner as a faithful leader to follow, but rather as someone who threatens his life. So if your dog is well socialized and loved, there is nothing to worry about. 2 studies show that dogs recognize the face of their owners and the members of the family, and also by the voice and its smell, which makes it almost impossible for this to be comply, as some people erroneously claim. Number 6. With blows you learn better. It is usually thought that yelling and punishment will help shape their education, but this can create even less sense of discipline in the animal, they warn the experts. Teaching based on yelling and physical punishment could generate in the animal certain stress, in addition to causing confusion when obeying. This was the ancient formation, but today that is not recommended. We know this thanks to the scientific studies carried out on the subject. Rewarding the good behavior of the Rottweiler is one of the recommended and effective ways to achieve the good behavior of the pet. The intention is to show you that the obedience will bring you rewards. Scientists from the University of Porto in Portugal tested about 92 dogs. Half received positive reinforcement, and the other group screams and physical actions. The first ones kept relaxed and calm, while the others had high levels of cortisol, a hormone released as stress response. Number 7. They must be tied outside the house. Some people believe that the best thing is to have a dog tied up all day, and this, in addition to affecting them throughout their lives and not allowing them to function well, believe in the dog-destructive and self-destructive behaviors. Fortunately, there are each countries that prohibit this practice with fines and jail sentences for being considered by experts as animal abuse. The Rottweiler is a dog that likes to be part of the activities that its owner performs, who likes to play, run, receive affection, and always be accompanied. It is normal that go for a walk you must do it on a leash, or when it is time to bait him the same thing happens. But if you are going to have a Rottweiler to have it tied up, it is better that you do not have any pet with you. This is a myth that is based on the ancient belief that dogs do not feel. Number 8. You must eat a lot to be strong. A Rottweiler will eat a lot more than a small dog like a Chihuahua. That's all we are clear about them. But some people consider that this type of breeds should eat more so they can be stronger and have a look that generates fear and respect for strangers. All this will lead to the dog suffering from obesity. An obese dog suffers a lot, and it is considered one of the most serious health problems common in this breed. Some diseases are arthritis diseases, cardiovascular and respiratory diseases, diabetes, and in emergency situations, there may be complications in anesthesia and surgeries. So it's best to feed it with the specific requirements that this breed needs. The Rottweiler is a fantastic dog, full of vigor and joy, capable of giving his life to protect the family, and that despite all the myths that are woven about him, he is a wonderful and loving dog, just looking for a family that is willing to give him a space at home. You can write your opinion in the comments. We always read them. Well, this is all for now. Until next time.